Alright. One moment here to get Facebook set up. Alright, everybody, welcome in. Much love. Trav here. No, I'm kidding. Welcome to Paragon City Games weekly, or bi-weekly, competitive draft league stream. Tonight we got a great group of guys. We're ready to draft some Amonkhet. To start off the stream, we always like to thank our sponsor, Paragon City Games. You can visit them in Draper, Utah. Let me put a link here in the chat. Double P. That didn't work. Let's try that again. Paragon City Games.com. You can check out our awesome products there, or come visit us here in store. My name is Patrick. I go by PattyBMTG online. You can follow me at Twitter at PattyBMTG. And tonight we're going to be doing some competitive drafting. So no rare drafting. No. Ooh, I got the invocation. Our drafters will rare draft at the end. So tonight we are going to do the best picks for their deck. Tonight we are going to be watching Wes Stapley draft. Now Wes has been around for a minute. He's one of our regular drafters. He definitely a limited expert, and this should be a good draft. I'm excited to see what's going on. Also, while we're getting started here, we're just waiting for one more drafter to take a seat, and then they will start drafting. We'd like to thank our friends of the stream. So, MTG Pro Tutor, you can follow their podcast on there, and also Kitchen Table Magic. Looks like they are ready to go. So Wes is going to crack open his pack here. Okay, a couple planes, foil and full art. Rare Drakehaven. Let's take a look here. So, looking at Colossopede, Cradle of the Uncursed, Floodwaters, Stinging Shot, Scorpion. Let's see. Is that Wasteland Crocodile? Now, Signpost uncommon there. Red-white. When it attacks, your other attacking creatures get +1/+0. He's looking at between that and the Drakehaven here, depending on which direction he'd like to go.
Oh, they're so different directions.
They are so different directions. You could go all in on the Drakehaven plan, but I think he's going to take the...
Or you gotta go heavy aggro.
The 2-drop, yeah.
Yeah.
There's also a monument, Ronus' monument in the pack as well. So there's a lot of good green cards, but he's shifted that champion to the front. And he's going to go with the Drakehaven. So we'll see how that fares. Pack 2, Wing Shepherd, sees an Electrify, moves that to the front. Ooh, Gustwalker. Oketra's champion. And Enigma Drake. Another gold card. Pyramid of the Pantheon is the rare in the pack. Oh, he didn't give us a good look at that. Not quite sure what he saw there. So Cryptic Serpent. Let's see. Aven Wind Guide. Stinging Shot. Another Deemworthy. He might have taken the Electrify. Seeing a Trial of Knowledge here. Two very good cards for his deck. Looks like he is going to go with that Deemworthy. Great removal spell. That one, I think it does 7 damage to a creature. And cycles for 2. When you cycle it, it'll do 2 damage to a creature. Alright, so here we see a Lord of the Accursed, Hieroglyphic Illumination, Colossopede. He's pausing out there. Hoodie Bee, love some Hoodie Bee. Compulsory Rest, good removal spell. He's got a Fling somewhere near the front. He's got a lot of options there. Looks like he is going to take the Hieroglyphic Illumination. So that second pick that he threw down quickly must have been in a Enigma Drake. So eyeing a Thresher Lizard. Ooh. Okay, some black cards he's moved to the front. The Vizier, blue-black. I think whenever you cycle... I'm trying to remember that. I think it's a 1/3. When you cycle, it gets +1/+1. Let's see what he decides to go with here. Another gold card with the Vizier. Wonderful. Alright. Moving on in the picks here. This looks like he's a Floodwater. He's got a Dune Beetle up front. Gift of Paradise. Wasteland Scorpion. Those who serve. Let's take a look here. So moving into the blue-black cycling deck. Picking up some cyclers there. Is it the Vizier of Deferment? No, that's the white one. Sees another Floodwaters, another Scorpion, an Unburden, Hazaret's Monument, Shred Weakness. He's got that Scorpion up at the front. Not too sure good Unburden is, but yeah, those Scorpions do a lot of work. Alright. So for the next pick, looks like we got a Benefaction of Ronus, Painful Lesson, Catcher's Name, a Hazaret's Monument, the Doom Dissenter, he's moved to the front. And he's going to go with the Doom Dissenter. Interesting pick, yeah. Listening to some of the LR podcasts with the draft, it looks like you want to go fairly as low as possible, unless you can get all the pieces for your deck, like going all in on a Sandworm Convergence or going all in with cycling and Drakehaven. Maybe you can pick up some Faith of the Devoted here with the blue-black deck. Alright, so Floodwaters came back. Ronus' Monument, Cradle of the Accursed. It's probably going to be Floodwaters here. Tempo card that cycles. I couldn't see him. I could see him picking up the land too. Yeah. So lands that turn into spells. All right. Ooh. Merciless Executioner, Javelineer. Yeah, the red-black Minotaur. So it looks like he's building up a pretty good Grixis deck here. Painted Bluffs, Scarab Feast. He's gonna take the fixing with the Painted Bluffs. Okay, Clospede, Vizier of Deferment, and Anointer Priest. Probably hitting out that Clospede or the Vizier. Don't see him scooping up that there, so. Okay, Forsake the Worldly. It cycles. So he'll take that one. And a Biforce. So not a bad start for Wes here. It looks like he's shaping up to put together a pretty good cycling deck. Alright. Yeah, so Hieroglyphic Illumination, Electrify, a couple gold cards for him. And some cyclers with some fixing. Looks like it's going to be pretty good stuff there. Pick some good removal spells, a bunch of cyclers. I like where he's at here. Alright, on to pack number 2. Take a look at what he's opened here. Thresher Lizard, Naga Oracle, Greater Sandworm, ooh, a Magma Spray, moving that to the front, Aven Initiate, Bitterblade Warrior, Blood Rage Brawler, and Approach of the Second Sun. So some powerful 2-drops here. moving that magma spray up a little bit. I mean, it's probably got to be magma spray here. That takes out... It's such a cheap and efficient removal spell for the format here. Alright. Yep, so it looks like he is going to go with magma spray. And to the right we go. Alright. In pack 2, pick 2. Looks like he sees a rare cycling land. Fetid Pools. It is on color. So he's kept that at the front. Sees a Scorpion. Minotaur. Now that's a 4 mana, 4/3. You can exert it to give it +1/+1 and menace. Manticore as well. Must think he'll get that cycling land back. So grabbing the, I think it's Emberhorn Minotaur. Yep, he'll take the Minotaur. On to pick 3. Okay, ooh, Scarab Beast, another Magma Spray. That goes right to the front. Gives it a little shake. Saying, yes, I'm going to take that card. Alright, next pick. This looks like Tarkrop Skirmisher, Doom Beetle, Winds of Rebuke. Moving some of those cards up. I wonder what he'll take here. If it's the Winds of Rebuke or the Tarkrop, or if he's just comfortable chilling back with all his removal spells and holding down the fort with Doom Beetles. Looks like he's fiddling between the Winds Rebuke and the Tarkrop. Yeah, I find that it's just the best to have 2-drops. Just as aggressive as possible here. Let's see. So he's going to take the Winds Rebuke. Interesting. Alright. So we see a Dispossessed, Naga Vitalist, Cartouche of Knowledge, Reduced to Rubble, Blighted Bat. Ooh, a Cycling Payoff card. I think he can get that Sniper back. He's going to take that Cartouche. Oh, yeah. Alright, so here we see Manticore of the Gauntlet, Illusory Wrappings, and Essence Scatter. Move that Essence Scatter to the front. It's a pretty strong pickup here. Toying with the Illusory Wrappings and the Essence Scatter. Let's see what he decides to do here. I think it's the Essence Scatter. The Illusory Wrappings, it can get underwhelm. It's been underwhelming. Ooh, a Cycling Drake here. Let's see, Desert Ceradon. Anointed Procession. He's not really interested in that. Yeah, he's going to take that 1-mana Cycler Ceradon. See pretty value. Have not seen a Faith of the Devoted yet. Ooh, Bantu's Monument. Compelling Argument. Gory. Ooh, Nest of Scarabs. Or another Doom Dissenter. I wonder what the pick is here. Probably that Compelling Argument because it cycles for a single blue. Yep, that's what he'll take here. Miasmic Mummy, Thresher Lizard, Naga Oracle. So this, I believe, is his first pack coming back. So it looks like the 2/3 in blue wield. Spirit of the Labyrinth, I think. Yeah, it's a 2/3 for 2. It has Almost Illusion. When it's targeted by a spell, you sacrifice it, and it has Embalm for 4. Okay, back with the Illusory Wrappings. It looks like he's not high on Floodwaters. Okay, so Scarab Feast came back. Looks like he'll take that here. And Destined to Lead, Grasping Dunes, and Anointer Priest. of the Dunes? He doesn't do much. Okay, so he'll take the multicolored card. Destiny Lead is pretty good. It's in the right deck. Alright. So it looks like Dispossess, Brute Strength. Zoning there. That'll go over to Brian, who's in seat 8. And last pick. Is that Approach of the Second Sun that came all the way back? Let's see. Oh, it's one of the deserts. Okay. So things shaping up here for Wes. I'd like to thank everyone for watching tonight. We've got one more pack to go. Then they will start deck building. And I will go and set up the room for, instead of the draft table, we will have a match on camera for coverage. So, some pretty good pickups there. He's really looking for, in pack 3, he's going to want some more cycling payoff cards that reward him for drafting all these cyclers. If he doesn't find that, he's got a pretty decent blue-red, maybe splashing a little bit of black deck with some spells. He has picked up some premium removal in 2 Magma Sprays, a Deemworthy, and an Electrify, which seem pretty good. He's got a couple Scorpions. So things really on track here for Wes as we go into pack 3. Alright. So we've got Red Cartouche at the front. Heckma Sentinels, that's a pretty good one. Slitherblade, I don't catch his name. Guestwalker, Blazing Volley, Kefnet's Monument, Baleful Amet. And a Bounty of the Luxa is the rare. Sparring Mummy. It's probably the Heckma Sentinels here, or the Wanderer in Death. Both kind of reward you for cycling. Baleful Amet is a very strong card. He might take the Amet and try to wield the Sentinels. See where he goes. It looks like, ooh, he's toying with, okay, so he's going with the Red Cartouche. Looks like he's valuing that a little more than the Amet there. Okay, so Hieroglyphic Illumination, Slitherblade, another Red Cartouche. Ooh, green-black Beetle. And then I didn't get a good look at the last card. Looks like he's toying between Slitherblade. He's moved to the front. Hieroglyphic Illumination. And the Red Cartouche. So the last card is, oh, okay. It's, card's name. The 4/4, okay, so he's taking a Hieroglyphic Illumination. Last card was the 4/4, who gets 3-1/-1 counters. Okay, Liliana's Mastery. Not what he's looking for here. Wander in Death, Decision Paralysis. Okay. Yep, taking the rare, because it is on color. Liliana's Mastery is really powerful. 5 mana for 6 power. Okay, so Naga Oracle, Wander in Death, the removal spell, Unwavering Initiate, Labor of the Heart, and a Bone Picker. Oh yeah, he's gonna take that Bone Picker. Getting a little deeper into black in this last pack. Just waiting. Our players are zone drafting, so you keep one pack in your hand, one to your right and left, so that everything stays organized. Alright, so here we see a Haze of Pollen, another Bounty of the Luxa. Just kind of skipping through that. Labor of the Heart, Supernatural Stamina, Aven Wind Guide, or an Aven Initiate. I don't think he's really too excited about. Maybe the Painted Bluffs for fixing, yeah. is going to want that for his Black Splash. Even if it means he's paying, Illumionized Mastery or something like that on turn 6 instead of turn 5. Okay. Labyrinth Guardian here. What else do we have? Haze of Pollen. I think there's a Ceradon in that pack as well. Yep, so he's got Ceradon at the front. Ooh, a Nefcrop Tangler. 2/1 Exert creature. I'm not sure that's what he necessarily wants to be doing. Yeah. He's going to take that Labyrinth Guardian as a... I think that's a fine pick as a 2-drop blocker who can hold down the fort until you get to your more powerful late game. Pack's moving on there. So Vizier of Deferment, Giant Spider... Ooh, Horror of the Broken Ways, Manticore, Dune Beetle. It's probably Horror. That card is another one of those bigger cycling payoff cards. He's also moved a Dune Beetle to the front, and Impeccable Timing is also in the pack. But those aren't really considerations for him. His 2 cards looks like Dune Beetle and Horror of the Broken Lands. Looks like he's thinking about that here. Flicking through the pack. Didn't get a good look. I think he chose the Doom Beetle. Okay, a Tormenting Voice, Scarab Feast, Aven Initiate. Yep, Aven Initiate's the pick here. It's a good spot in the curve as a 4-mana 3/2 flyer with Embalm. Alright. Kefnet's Monument, Greater Sandworm, Painful Lesson, Sparring Mummy. Not much in this pack for him here. Looks like he's eyeing the Monument. Yep. Looks like he'll take the Monument there. So Gift of Paradise and Unburden. That's a pretty good pickup. Violent Impact is a sideboard card. I don't know. It might be Unburden. What do you guys think about Unburden as a card? It's much better in Sealed. Okay, another Violent Impact. Dune Beetle. I mean, he valued it highly earlier, so he's going to pick it again. So they didn't really get some of those bigger payoff cards. Whoa. One moment. There we go. Sorry about that, guys. Alright. So, Naga Oracle. Got a Lay Bare the Heart and a Supernatural Stamina left in the pack. He'll take the Stamina. It's a pretty decent combat trick. I'm not sure he's going to play that, but... that is what he has chosen. So just a couple more picks left in the pack. We will get over to deck building. And we'll start some matches. Okay, so... alright, last pick, Haze of Pollen. Looks like he's gone through his draft. Player's going to start deck building. And we'll get you into some matches real quick. For now, just here's a couple messages from our sponsors. Be right back, guys. was so bad that I had to pass a third sample. 5 minutes. Open to. Yeah. I literally had to pass a third sample. Ooh. Hello, you.
Okay, hello.
Oh yeah, that is weirdly off. And I can see my face in your phone on the camera. It's also upside down. So towards the translucent or die a little bit, like tilting,
That's a little bit
and then
much here.
it's gone funky. So it's pointing too much towards the left of the two dice.
Stop your camera. Let me see the screen. Like that.
Yeah, except you've got not enough on this side. What are you saying here? There we go. So the camera itself needs to tilt a bit towards you.
The what? Just tilt towards me?
The camera. Yes. Okay. And then move the play mat
Just a titch up.
up a little farther, a little farther, a little farther, a little farther. That's good. And then just kind of actually push the table away from you a little bit. And I
Away
think,
from me?
yeah, and I think we might have it.
Like that?
A little bit farther. A little farther. And then the other end a little bit farther. The side you're this. Yeah, I'm just kind of trying to center it at this point, but I mean that's fine.
Okay.
You'll get the gameplay from that.
Okay, wonderful.
Brandon. He'll be on camera if you want to head in. Oh no, 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 no. Something went wrong. Something went wrong. Call me again.
Whoop. Give me 1 sec, Jeremy. Alright. What happened to it?
I think it wasn't tightened up.
Oh.
So it fell down.
Yeah, that's... This is what the stream looks like.
Right now? Okay.
Yep. So it's mostly good. The side of the table that has the Paragon logo, like physically
Yeah.
push the table just a few inches towards the left.
Backwards?
No, 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 just like angling it diagonal. Except the other way.
That?
Towards the push the whole table towards the bright red die. Like pull it towards you. Yeah. Keep going. Keep going. A little bit back. That looks pretty good.
Okay.
Pull the playmat a little bit towards the dice. Good. Right there. I declare it to be good enough.
Okay. Hopefully this will stay right where it is.
Wes is.
Okay.
See, now it's feels off.
Did it move again?
It feels like it's like this.
Yeah, yeah, barely. I'm just hoping it doesn't move, but it's fine.
Okay.
Seeing the game is the important part. I've seen it worse on like Star City streams before and stuff, so I don't feel terrible about it. It's just annoying that the camera's not staying still.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. So here for the first round, let me get that up here. Tables round. Move that. Let's update the score here. All right. So we have Wes on camera. We're gonna watch his deck in action since we watched him draft it, and then we got Brendan. He has been doing some coverage for us every now and again when we have 8 players. So, rolling some dice. And they will draw for their opening hands. Alright. So welcome in, everybody. This is our competitive draft league, if you're just joining us. Where there's no rare drafting, it is the best pick for your deck. And we watched Wes in our drafting stage, and he's picked up a pretty sweet Grixis deck. He took an early Drake Haven, and it didn't quite pan out the way he wanted, but look, he still was able to find a plan. Brandon's on red-white. Let me actually update these two. Brandon is on red-white, and Wes is on Grixis. So it looks like he's going to Essence Scatter Brandon's turn 2 play. Brandon won the die roll. One of those nice pickups he had there. Grixis. Alright, so Nefcrop Entangler for Brandon here. Ooh. Looks like it is going to get Illusory Wrapped. And Brandon missing red here. He's going to play an Anointer Priest and hold his Cartouche. Okay, Wes draws a Painted Bluffs. So now he has unlocked his red mana for all those removal spells in his hand. So Brandon going to get frisky with that Anointer Priest and play an Unwavering Initiate. Oh no, Wes, don't do that one. I guess you cycle Deemworthy. Probably should have Magma Sprayed that Initiate, Unwavering Initiate, since to avoid having it embalmed. What's he gonna go here? Ooh, Painted Bluffs folding for black, and he's gonna drop Leona's Mastery. So, punishing Brandon for being a little bit slower. And he draws that red mana. He's got a Trial of Zeal. That'll be good to take out one of those zombies. Oh, okay, see, that's what I didn't see. I didn't see the Trial. He's got the Trial Cartouche combo going. So he's going to return the Trial of Zeal. Send it back to Wes. Looks like he gave a point there. Not sure, he might be attacking. I need to pull that mat up just a hair. Grabbing a token. 1/1 Warrior with Vigilance. And Wes will take an untap here. Wes looking to draw. He's got plenty of removal. What is that? Looks like the 2-drop Illusion in his hand. I'll have to see what Wes decides to do. Staring down a 2/4 Anointer Priest with First Strike. Doing a pretty good job on defense. Alright, Wes bluffing a trick here. Gonna attack for 3. See if Brandon checks it. What he could do is double block here with the 1/1 Warrior with Vigilance and his 2/4. But that would play right into Wes's Magma Spray, which is what I think he's looking to do. So Brandon's going to take it. Wes is going to play his Illusion. And say go. Brandon preparing some tokens. This keeps sliding. I'm going to go in there and fix this. I'm gonna go pull up the mat forward just a little bit. One moment, guys. Yeah, guess I'll wait till after this game is over. We can keep. Let's see if I can find the tool to fix that. Yeah, I can't quite see what he's doing there. So, let's see if I've got that tool. Yeah, so I've got this. I grabbed the drill bit to tighten it up. Alright, that's much better. Now I can see it. They're full boards here. It's a little angled, but we can fix that for next round. So, looks like Brandon has played his trial. He's going to respond with an Electrify to kill that Anointer Priest with the cartouches on it. Getting frisky with the 1/1 Vigilance Warrior. Untap, draws another Magma Spray. Attack for 3. I'm gonna make these smaller now. We've got a little bit there. Okay, so he's going to embalm. His 2/3. Move it around. Over here. So it keeps shaking. Not much to do, so Brandon's going to pass the turn. Doom Beetle's a draw for Wes. Okay, so block and then fling. Now fling. Let me double check the wording. Is it if it's power or toughness? Looks like it is work. Oh, because fling does the damage. Oh, because... Okay, I see what he did there. Because fling targets the illusion, that lets him take care of it and get rid of... make use of his creature that was just kind of sitting there. Okay, so Brandon, not as far behind here. It looks like he's wanting to play... possibly play the Necrop. Let's see. Ooh, nope. Tapping 5 mana. We're going to embalm the Unwavering Initiate. 3/2. Alright. End his turn, Magma Spray it. Wes will untap, take a draw. Looks like he finally drew a mountain. He's had his Pain of Bluffs that work as his red source. He's going to attack for 4. Bringing Brandon down to 11. He's going to say go. Ooh. That's a good draw there and a Gust Walker. So he's going to go... Looks like Gust Walker. Attack for 1. Second main. Play another 2/1. So it looks like that Doom Beetle is going to hang back for a little bit here. To probably do some blocking. Wes will untap. He'll take a draw. Didn't quite get a good look at that. He'll attack for 3 with his zombie. Down to 8 is Brandon. Let's see what he decides to do. Looks like he's just going to pass it back to Brandon. Brandon, ooh. Brandon draws Pursue Glory. Leave. So Red Cartouche says, your Dune Beetle cannot block. Oh no, it's a trap! He had a Magma Spray, use it on the warrior. I probably would have used it on that Gustwalker. That Gustwalker attacks for 3 in the air. I guess you can... Okay. Other line there is killing the creature so that he doesn't get to bounce his trial. And Brandon, end of turn here, is going to... Oh, his second main, he'll embalm the Anointer Priest. He'll pass it back. Alright, Wes draws an island, looks like. Sorry, the camera's so shaky, guys. I'll go in between their games and update and work on that. So Wes just sends it back. Says, go ahead. Okay, so Brandon looks like he has impeccable timing and the Pursue Glory. Just a little reminder, text on Pursue Glory. So attacking creatures get +2/+0 until the end of turn. Cycling for 2. So it costs 4. I'm not sure if he's quite ready to Pursue Glory. But that is an option for him. He does have... Is that 2 of them? I wonder what Brandon's going to do here. Looks like old Gustwalker is going to get frisky. Brandon is in the tank. He wants one more land so they can be able to hold up to be able to use Pursue Glory and hold up the impeccable timing he has in his hand. So he's going to exert the Gustwalker, attack West for 3. West is going to move down to 14. And Brandon will pass the turn. West will take a draw. Didn't quite get a good look at it. Let's see. And West will just pass the turn. Okay, so Brandon draws the 6th land. So he probably won't go for it here because he's got that Gustwalker that can exert and get extra value there. He's probably fine just holding back and passing it back over to Wes. And he'll say go. Right. So Wes is tapping some mana here. Oh, looks like he drew the Bloodlust Inciter. Yeah, that's what it's called. Double check here. Some of these cards. No, Inciter is the 1/1. Red black 4/2 Minotaur for 4. He can pay 2 to put a -1/-1 counter on a creature. Says they can't block by discarding a card. Which he does have some excess lands here, so... Okay, so impeccable timing will take out the zombie. That will leave Brandon's Anointer Priest alive. And Wes will say go. Ooh. A Tall Crop Elite was the draw for Brandon. So that is the 4-mana Exert Flyer. Flyers seem to be the way to get at Wes, seeing as he's got some big butts on the ground. Brandon's going to go attacking with his Gust Walker. Looks like no Exert. So, Wes is going to call. Say, show me your trick. And he will cast that Pursue Glory. And Wes looks like he's going to be okay with it. He was able to trade a Pursue Glory for a Gust Walker there. And then discarding an excess land, putting a -1/-1 counter on the Gust Walker. Since he did not exert it, it does not have the plus this turn. So he'll be able to take care of him. This Minotaur is doing some serious work. Looks like, okay, so Wes is going to send his Minotaur into the red zone. And Brandon is at 8. He's going to take it here, go down to 4. He'll pass the turn. Okay, so Jeru's Resolve is the draw here for Brandon. So he's got that trick available to him. But looks like Brandon can just Wes can just discard his 2 cards, say this guy can't block, and then say your Anointer Priest can't block. Attack you for 4. Do you have a removal spell? Brandon's going to try the Jeru's Resolve, but Wes is reading the text on his Minotaur to Brandon, and Brandon will scoop him up, because that is lethal. Okay, I'm going to run in there real quick, fix the camera, and we'll be right back. Thank you, gentlemen. Grab the drill bit, Taylor. There we go. Went in there, thought I fixed it. Now, life counters we can't see. Move that down. Alright. There we go. I can see their stuff. And we're back. Thanks everyone for sticking around. So Brandon is going to be on the play. Looks like he leads off with a Gus Walker. Wes is going to cycle his compelling argument. Play a Painted Bluffs. And say go. So attack for 2. Wes says okay. End of turn, Magma Jet. Or Magma Spray. Exiles the Gus Walker. Wes will play a Swamp. And pass the turn over to Brandon. He drew a white cartouche. So, attempt to cast white cartouche. Looks like it does stick. And he will attack Wes down for 2. Bring him to 18. And there we have Crop Entangler. Nope. There's a top crop elite. He's gonna wrappings and say, "You are a 0-2 with no abilities." Let me update the round here. Round 1. Looks like Wes was able to take it 1-0. Whoa. Attacking with an 0-2 and a 2-4. Oh, but he gave him Pursue Glory. Okay. So bringing Wes down to 7. Now this is what Brandon's deck wants to do. Is be as aggressive as possible and get Wes super dead. Okay, an Essence Scatter is the draw. Still stuck on red. Looks like if he plays his Swamp for the turn, he will have 4 mana, which he can use to electrify. Which doesn't really feel good on these creatures there. Okay, so he's going to play a 2-3 down. Leave up Essence Scatter is the line that Wes is going to go with. So Brandon will untap. He will draw. Looks like... okay. Trial of Zeal. Not sure why he's attacking with... oh, his base power plus... oh, okay, so if he exerts... ah, that's a cute little trick. That just... oh, hold on. Let me check out Illusory Wrappings here. Wrappings. See if it loses its abilities. Oh no, it has just base power 0-2. So it still has the ability to exert itself. Which is a pretty sweet little trick. So that it's not just all dead, or, you know, useless. So... Brandon goes, attack you for lethal. And Wes goes, electrify. Take 1, down to 2. Play an Unwavering Initiate. I'll send it back. Probably reading that Essence Scatter off of Wes. Also draw Drake Haven. Probably don't want to show that to him. So he'll just scoop it up. Yep. Alright, that'll do it for game number 2. Let's go here. So Brandon ties it up there, 1-1. Players are talking about the round a little bit here. So, while they are shuffling up, I'd like to talk about some of our events that we have going on next week. So next week is GP Vegas. Brian and I, Brian who does coverage on Tuesday nights for Legacy, Brian and I will be down there. We will have some Paragon City Games swag that we'll be handing out to people we meet. We've got, so if you're a follower on the stream, hit us up while we're down in Vegas. We'll see if we can play some Magic. It's going to be a great time. The store is going to be open at night. During the mornings, we'll be closed. But we'll still be holding events at night. So Monday night, before we go, we'll have our standard share box. That is $10 entry, 3 packs per win. We'll still have our Tuesday Night Legacy. And a special thing on Tuesday night is one of our other commentators, Kyra Folsom, has curated this masterful cube. It is not powered, but it is a work of art, and we will be streaming it live on our Twitch stream after Tuesday Night Legacy. So tune in on Tuesday night when we will have some Legacy action for you. As the players are finishing shuffling up here, I believe we will still do a draft on Wednesday nights. On Wednesday night we do $10 drafts, which are Magic Online 4211 prize pool. So pretty good deal there. And then Thursday nights, starting this next month in July, we'll actually be doing a Commander League. We'll be picking up Bongo Bongo's Commander League and continuing play here at Paragon City Games. And I don't know if we'll be streaming Friday Night Magic because Brian and I will be in Vegas. We got to see. I think Rich isn't going. I wonder if Sean Stokes is going. If Rich and Sean are not going, then we will stream our Friday Night Magic here on Paragon City Games' Twitch channel. So looking forward to that. And we should be getting back into the draft here in just a moment. Looks like Brandon has finished shuffling. And so is Wes. So Wes will be on the play here, seeing as he lost that last game. Looks at an opening hand of, he's got Natural Grixis with a Dune Beetle, a Compelling Argument. Yeah, so some early cyclers. He'll play the island so he can cycle that Compelling Argument. Say go. Cycle that bad boy. Draw a card. Looks like he drew another island. He'll draw. So the card that I was having a hard time remembering was Merciless Javelineer. And looks like that was his draw for the turn here. So, card from TCG. He could pay 2, discard a card, put a -1/-1 counter on target creature. That creature can't block this turn. So, slamming the Drake Haven on turn 3. That is quite the pickup there. So, Brandon looking at a couple options here. He's going to go all in on this Anointer Priest. So, he's got Cartouche of Zeal, Consuming Fever. So that will give this Anointer Priest +4/+4. And then a -1/-1 counter on it each turn. So that guy is swinging in for 5. He's like a 5/6 or 5/7. Jeez. Wes plays his 4th land. Trying to decide what he wants to do here. He's got that Merciless Javelineer. He could play a Bone Picker and maybe be able to trade Bone Picker for that Anointer Priest. Unless Brandon has a removal spell. He also can cycle Hieroglyphic Illumination and make a Drake. So he's doing the math here for the next turn. Looks like Brendan doesn't have the removal, so he's going to go with that Bone Picker and send it on back to Brandon. Brandon will take an untap here. Okay, draws Jeru's Resolve. That's a pretty good draw. Putting -1/-1 counter on that Anointer Priest. So now it is a 4/6. Send in, block. And Brandon has the combat trick, so he'll untap creature and prevent all damage with Jeru's Resolve. It's DJ. Jeru's Resolve. Not like DJ from Family Matters. But Jeru's Resolve. Untap target creature, prevent all damage that we dealt to it this turn. Timely draw for Brendan to win that combat. Wes looks like he has another discarder. Okay, so sorry, another Death Toucher in the Wasteland Scorpion. 3 mana 2/2 Death Touch. And Brendan's like, no, not another Death Toucher! Ooh, okay. So, another timely draw for Brandon in White Cartouche, making him a 1/1 and giving his Anointer Priest first strike. So same as last turn, it is a 4/6. Wes just gonna take the 4. Goes down to 11. He'll untap here. Take a draw. What do we see? It is an island. Not quite what he's looking for. We'll allow him to... Now, I'm wondering if he's going to want to cycle the Hieroglyphic Illumination he has in his hand, or just use it to draw cards. He's running pretty low here, and with that Javelineer, I mean, I think he'll want to keep up. Yeah, Wes deciding what he wants to do. You'll want to have as many cards as possible with that Merciless Javelineer, so that you can keep putting -1/-1 counters on things, because that Consuming Fever will eventually kill the Anointer Priest. I don't know if Wes has time to main phase it. Looks like he's going to decide to cycle it. Pay 1. Oh no, he's cast. Okay, so he's casting. Oh no, he just cycled it. Okay. Pays. Okay, draws a Magma Spray. Alright. That's not bad. Let's see. So, next turn, that will get another -1/-1 counter on it. It'll be a 1/3, a 2/3, or sorry, a 2/4. And it'll be a 3/5 Anointer Priestess next turn. Okay, so Wes is going to tap out and play the ooh, okay, so the Avian Initiate. Alright. So, we'll take a draw. Brandon draws those who serve. He's going to serve in with that Anointer Priest. See if Wes has any interest in chumping. He's getting to a pretty low life total. $11 is still healthy. Let's take a look. Okay, so chump with my Drake. Brandon's like, okay, cool. Let's see what he decides to do. Emberhorn Minotaur looks like a pretty good threat on this board. Being able to exert next turn and give it himself +1/+1 and menace. It's a nice big body. Wes will draw. Looks like he draws another island. He might want to keep those in hand. Unless, I guess... So, Drakehaven reads, whenever you cycle or discard a card... So he might want to play that island, so he has the ability to play his Minotaur, be able to pay the 2 to put a -1/-1 counter on a creature, say that it can't block, and have a mana to make a Drake. Let's take a look at the Haven. So yeah, whenever you cycle or discard a card, okay, so plays his land, okay. Deciding, I don't know if he's trying to decide if he wants to attack. So he will untap, take a draw. Well, let's see. Oh yeah, get that -1/-1 counter on the Anointer Priest. I'm gonna go attack, exert. So, Minotaur now has +1/+1 and menace, so it's a 5/3 menace. Discarding Magma Spray, paying the 1 to make a Drake. He's gonna double block the Minotaur. Say, okay. Trades there. Yep, no first strike or anything. And takes the Anointed Priest damage, which it has 4 -1/-1 counters on it now. So, essentially negating the Fever and 1 Cartouche, so it is a 2/4. It's a 2/4. Yeah, I don't have the audio set up in the room for that. Let's see. Yep. Okay, so they're just doing the math, taking the 2 there. No trample or anything to worry about. And is Wes happening? I think Wes is out of cards now in hand. But he can embalm the Aven Initiate. Brandon plays with those who serve. There's another guy with 2 power, 4 toughness. Wes draws a land, which would be nice to pitch with that. Since this is a mountain, he might be enticed to keep a swamp, seeing that he has a Liliana's Mastery in his deck. Trying to see how much it costs to... Okay, Wes looks like he's going to go attacking. He says, alright, at you for 6. My turn. He says, okay. Oop. Looks like he should, take 2 more there. Down to 14. There we are. Pass turn. Another -1/-1 counter. So looks like there's 5 -1/-1 counters on the Anointed Priest, back to being a 1/3. Brandon finally drawing his 5th mana. Move to attacks. He's going to swing for 3. Wes is going to discard a mountain. Pay 1. Make a Drake. Put a -1/-1 counter on those who serve. Block with the Drake. Alright, Wes is going to untap. So, Top Crop Elite. Didn't get a good look at what West drew here. He is heck bent, as they say. Let's see. See if he decides to attack again. Looks like the answer is no. So, get another -1/-1 counter on. Ooh, baby. Brandon drew Trial of Zeal. 3 damage to your Minotaur. Forces some action right now from Wes. Looks like he is going to discard Painted Bluffs. Okay. Pay 1, make a Drake. Put a -1/-1 counter on the Talkrop Elite. Making attacks a little bit hard for Brandon here. He's got some one power guys in the air. With his Talkrop, he can exert it, but it would just trade with a Drake. And Wes can double block at those who serve with a Drake and or even just with the Dash Chuck Scorpion. Brandon, he's got. So is this an attack with exert? Okay, so the Talkrop Elite gives his team +1/+1. Yeah, so when you exert it, if you do creatures you control get +1/+1 until the end of the turn. So he's just going to trade that guy off with the Drake. Wes is going to attack for 2 because his Scorpion is keeping those who serve in check. And I think this Anointed Priest should be almost dead by now. It certainly has less than one has no power. Wes will draw. What do you get here? 7. 4 mana. It's going to electrify the Catcher's Attendant. Attack for 2. Move that life total just up a little bit. Brandon drew Plains and has Skirmisher, I believe. No, that's that one. So it looks like... Alright, so Brandon's going to embalm his Oketra's Attendant. Say go. Whistle and tap. Take a draw. What do we see? It's a blue card. 6 mana. Okay. Embalm his Aven Initiate. So that will check Brandon's Oketra's Attendant. Pass the turn. Another Anointer Priest. I don't know what if there's any incentive on holding lands here. Oh, it looks like you drew an Impeccable Timing. That'll be nice when that Drake attacks. So block, Impeccable Timing. Eat your Initiate. You'd have to say that was probably some really good timing on drawing that card. Back here with the bad puns. Ooh, deem worthy. So I wonder, I think Wes might be eager to try blocking with his Drake. Doing 2 damage to the Oketra's Attendant. And he will still have 1 mana up to be able to pay for Drakehaven. Looks like that was a pretty good draw. Okay, Brandon will take an untap. Just got Plains in his hand. Draw another Plains. He'll play one of them. go attacking with his Oketra's Attendant. I think. Untapping it here. No. I wish I knew what the 3-1 is. I think... Does it get +1? +1 in first strike? I believe so. I think it attacks as a 4-2 first striker if he exerts it. Which... funny enough... Wes will be able... If he goes attacking... be able to double block the Oketra's Attendant with 2 Drakes and use the 2 damage from the Demon Worthy to kill the 3-1.
Are they still going at it?
Yeah, they're still going at it. So,
Okay.
looks like Brandon does not go attacking.
Time is about to hit.
He is going to cycle his Demon Worthy. Pay 1. Looks like we're getting close to timing the round here, so... Wes will untap. Take a draw. Attack with my 2/2 Death Touch Scorpion. Okay, we are tied at 8 life. Wes will play a Doom Dissenter. He'll pass it back. He's got those Drake on defense. I think he's holding a Swamp in his hand. Okay. Nephcroft Entangler. Do we have an Embalm creature? Like he's going to embalm his Anointer Priest. The Anointer Priest that did so much work had stacks on it. With I think that had a Consuming Fever and red and white cartouche. Looks like they have gone to turns. What was the draw for Wes? Looks like it might be an Essence Scatter. We'll see what happens here. Looks like he's deciding whether or not he wants to go in with those Drakes. If he can be the beatdown. I mean, I feel like you might be able to attack with your Scorpion. No, he just says go. He's staying home. And Brandon has a couple lands in hand. Alright. Pretty good draw for Wes. And a Naga Oracle. And he's probably bidding anything that is not a cycler or lets him discard. Okay, so if he attacked now, let's see. I'll wait until, does he have another turn? Go for chip damage with the Doom Dissenter. I feel like it's pretty safe to go with your Death Touch Scorpion as well too, but he's just going to pass it back. And oh, the draw for Brandon. That is a trial of solidarity. Let's pull that up here. Not trail. I believe we'll give all his creatures +2/+1. And I believe Vigilance. Trial of Solidarity. Let's see it here. So when Trial of Solidarity, it gets +2/+1 and gain Vigilance. Ugh. means exert is free. Oh, that is gross. Okay, so how much damage is Wes taking here? So the Catcher's Attendant is a 5/4. The 2 Drakes can block there. The Entangler, I guess he is exerting it? I'm not sure. Exert is free on this attack because they have Vigilance. So 2/4 there. That bounces off each other. Block there. He's trying to set up so that he's just not dead, but also can have a reasonable attack on the way back.
Oh, I think their turn dies behind Wes's.
Behind Wes's name. Looks like this is turn 4. So this is Brandon's turn to win his last turn to try and win the game.
Before pack 1, pick 1 Drakehaven takes the win.
Yeah, so all Wes has to do is not die here. But those creatures have Vigilance, so it's going to be hard for him to attack back on turn 5. Interesting blocks. I wonder what he's going to do. So that Doom Dissenter is just going to jump and turn into a zombie. He goes, those are my blocks. So trade. Looks like they're sorting their graveyards. Figuring out how the blocks went. Yeah, so 11th Guardian's dead. Yeah, so he's got, that's what was left over, is those who serve. Looks like he wasn't able to get to kill the Entangler there. Tramples over for 1. Here's turn 5. Can Wes kill Brandon? Ooh, he draws a Windsor Rebuke. But I don't think that's enough. He doesn't have creature. So Wes is gonna, looks like they're gonna show the top couple cards. And looks like this one's going to be a draw. So I'll get that reported, and we'll get these guys paired up and get another round right up. there I go again. Talking to myself without the mic being back on. Way to go, me. So, here on the right we have Devin. He was not here for the draft portion of tonight. Brian was here, and looks like... Okay, so he's not going to keep his hand. So Brian drafted. Looks like it's like a Slitherblade aggro deck. And looks like he had to leave. So, Devin is here now. He's participated in our draft events in the past few weeks. Odeon, on the other hand, looks like he's on like a green-red deck with Colossipedes and Bloodlust Insiders in his hand. I saw those going pretty late, so might be a good strategy to be on. Odeon is one of our better drafters here at the shop. He has been in the finals the past 3 weeks, so he has certainly earned his spot to be here at our competitive draft league. So Devin's going to draw a fresh new hand of 6 cards. Ugh, this one's a no-lander. And he'll have to ship it back. That's no good. Man, that is never fun having to mulligan. Especially down to 5 cards on a deck that you didn't build yourself. So you probably could have kept that first hand. It didn't have any red mana, but all his spells seemed to be blue, and he had a cycler. So Devin aggressively mulliganing down to cards. Looks like, okay, he's got a land, Tormenting Voice, Blood Rage Brawler, Aven Initiate. Looks like he's going to keep. So bottoming, that's not a land. Cycle Drake will qualify. So Odeon won the die roll. Starts off turn 1, Bloodlust Insider. Here we go. Okay, so Devin drawing a land. That's good. He'll lead Island and Sego. Ooh, Odeon is playing Teamer. Drawing a Slitherblade there. Okay. Getting in with Bloodlust Insider for 2. Sends it back to Devin. Devin having a Slitherblade of his own. Assuming that's a 2/2. Looks like a pretty good board for a 4/3. Devin trying to decide whether he wants to Tormenting Voice, draw some cards, try and get back into this, or, which looks like that's what he's got at the front, so he's going to cast Tormenting Voice, just no cost, discarding Aven Initiate. That's not a bad thing to discard. Okay, drawing some lands, good. Yeah, with Aven Initiate, it's nice to be able to have some extra utility with it, being able to embalm. So it's not just dead in your graveyard. Oh, yeah, Odeon went first, so that was your turn too, Devin. He'll send it back. It's a 3-drop here in Thresher Lizard. Insider's going to give Thresher Lizard haste and attack Devin for 3. So it goes to 15. And I'll take a draw. Another land. There they are. So now they're coming. This might be a good turn to play that Blood Rage Brawler and maybe a Slitherblade. Get some board presence. Maybe discard one of those lands. So here's my 4/3. Discarding an island. And he'll play the Slitherblade. Passes it back to Odeon. He will play Forest. Attacking for 5. Devin, just double checking. Some open mana, seeing what tricks he might have. So yeah, he's gonna call. Say, here we go. All right, so Magma Spray, your brawler. We'll trade with the Insider. That will exile the brawler. And Devin will take 3. Down to 12. Interesting spot here. So Devin can play his land. He can pull for 2, which doesn't feel good. So he's gonna start off by cycling that. Ooh, a Hone Kopesh. Not bad. Let's see. Play it. Equip it. So we're going to pull that card up right here. Hone Kopesh. Quick creatures +1/+1. So that is a 2/3 Slither Blade. As it currently sits, that will trade with that Thresher Lizard. So Odin's going to keep it there. He has the opportunity here to place Heckma Sentinels. And he will. Okay. Leaving up a blue. Attacking Odium for 2. Down to 18. Odium will take a draw. Probably just going to slam Colossopede here. Maybe attack first. Show a trick. Probably not. Ooh! Samut! Now, she herself, does she have haste? Let's pull up Samut. Samut is keyword soup. Voice of Dissent, I believe is the one here. So we'll get that card pulled up. Okay. Oh, so she does have haste. Okay. So, Thresher Lizard going to trade with the Heckma Sentinels. Devin taking 6. I think he's just a little too far behind here. A counter spell, he can pull. Maybe find a removal spell, block with the Slither Blade. He'll say go. So 3, 4, 5. There's the Colossopede. He's going to counter that unless he pays 3. Seems alright. Pretty good value. Simon's going to attack. Just like we thought. Devin's going to block. No effects. Devin will untap. Draw a card. It is a Magma Spray. Salmon is a 3/4. That doesn't look like it's going to get it done. Pull for 1. Draws a card. That won't get her done. He says, you got it. Let's move on. So, Odium taking round 1. Or game 1 of round 2. Let's update the round score. Whoa, there we are. Nope, nope. There we go. Alright, and Devin's going to sideboard. Looks like he's looking at a couple of illusory wrappings as removal for keyword soup. Taking out Fling. Does Brian have Fling in the deck for? Come on. Alright, Enigma Drake. Okay. So Devin looks like he's not a fan of the Hone Kopesh. Even though he's kind of like, I don't know. Brian's draft deck that Devin's playing looks like kind of a mix between like a red-blue spells deck and something like a Slitherblade aggro deck. So Devin's going to do a pile shuffle here because he was a little short on lands that game. Was not able to keep up with Odian's pace, but Odian looks like he's got a pretty great deck. Samet really can do some work. I had the, what do you call it, the horror of playing against it in the Amonkhet pre-release. So we had our owners a couple of our owners were doing the two-headed giant, and Brian, who drafted Devin's deck, and myself were playing in the two-headed giant as well. And what the other owners ended up doing was they opened 3 Samets Voice of Dissent. So one guy was on like mono black in their two-headed giant pool, and the other was on like Naya triple Samet, and it was disgusting to say the least. So looks like we are back in the thick of it here. Devin looking at hand with some cyclers, tormenting voice. Looks like he's probably going to keep it here, yeah. So he'll lead on an island and Sigo. Odian playing Pyramid of the Pantheon. Nope, he's going to go with Slitherblade. Slither. So probably casting Tormenting Voice here on 2. Discard an excess mountain, draw 2 cards, so Heckma Sentinels and Blood Rage Brawler. And he'll send it back to Odian. Oof, double Magma Spray. Here. Alright, there's the pyramid. Devin gonna take a look. So while he's looking, looks like we will too. Pyramid of the Pantheon. Getting in with Slitherblade. Devin's going to play his 3rd land. I wonder if it goes Heckma Sentinels or the Blood Rage Brawler here. So he's going to go with the Brawler. 4-3, discarding the... I think it's something of Insight. Is the 1-3 that loots when you have cast a non-creature spell. There's 2nd red source for Odian. So he can go double spray on the Brawler, but that doesn't feel good. So he's going to pass it back. Devin draws Hieroglyphic Illumination. Devin's saying whether he wants to hold up, pretend like he has tricks. So double Magma Spray. Looks like he is going to go for it. That will do the job. Has a hefty cost to get rid of that 4-3. Might be a sign that his hand isn't as good as we thought. So here comes the Heckma Sentinels. Now I guess you play your cycling land here, yeah. Tap, Sigo. And Slitherblade looking rather unimpressive so far. Looks like Odian plays another mountain. Looks like he's got a Thresher Lizard. I think it's a Threaten card. Limits of Solidarity in his hand. He's going to put a brick counter on his pyramid. And that pyramid becomes a Gilded Lotus once they're just using all of his mana, building that pyramid. But Devin gets to untap with Heckma Sentinels. Ooh, baby. He draws Cartouche of Knowledge. Creature knowledge gives creature +1/+1 flying. When it enters the battlefield, he will get to draw a card, making that Heckma Sentinels a 3/4 blocker. Or we can just start going in the air. Beats. Draws for the turn. Looks like he drew an island. He'll play it. That'll leave him some cycling mana. Doesn't quite have 4 mana to cast Hieroglyphic Illumination, but he can cycle the Hieroglyphic Illumination, giving the Heckma Sentinels +1/+1. Or it could be more valuable, maybe as a draw 2. Devin deciding whether he wants to be on the aggro plan or not. He says no. So, Odeon will untap. Untap your Pyramid. There you go. Can't quite see what he drew here. He's keeping it pretty high and tight, as they say. Alright. 3/4 flyer. Now. Oh man. What he can do, he can cycle his Drake, eat the Thresher, and cycle Hieroglyphic Illumination. And that will give the Heckma Sentinels +2/+2. And it will just be able to eat. Trigger there. Block. Take 1. Gotcha. So Devin will untap. Looks like he draws a second red source. He'll play it. Keeping up that pull from tomorrow. Wonder if he's frisky enough to go in with the Heckma Sentinels. Maybe he can get Odeon to block. And trade. Or not even trade, I guess it would just eat his Shimmerscale Drake. He declines not to he declines to attack, so draw a land. Odeon just on the aggro plan. He says, show me another cycler.
Quick, what does RTR go with?
RTR goes with Dragon's Maze and that's Konzatark here.
There's already an RTR box.
That's KTK.
Oh my gosh.
That goes with
Remember that time when...
Yep, so blocking the Drake.
Remember that time when writing it in Sharpie and the lid literally makes it look like RTR?
Yes. Okay, so cycling Floodwaters, giving his Sentinels +1/+1. He'll take 1 from the Slither Blade. And looks like Odeon will pass it back. With the rest of his mana, he is going to pull from tomorrow. Odeon will respond by putting a brick counter on his Pyramid, making some mana. Untap, draw another land. And it doesn't feel like you want to use the Illusory Wrappings on the Slither Blade. So it's just going to sit there. Probably playing the Naga Oracle here. Gonna look at the top, I believe it's the top 4 cards of his library. 1, 2, 3. Top 3. Okay, so probably binning those 2 lands, leaving the cartouche on top. I think it is time to get in with the Heckma Sentinels for 3 in the air.
Oh, come on.
Since you can't block the Slither Blade. Alright, there we go. Attacking for 3. Maybe. Yes. Take 3. Down to 17. Alright, so decision paralysis for Odeon here. Not quite what he was looking for. Looks like he's going to put a brick on that pyramid. Now that pyramid is Gilded Lotus. No. He's just going to attack for 1. Brings them down to 14. Pass the turn. Untap. Draws a card. Blue and red. Alright, Cartesian Knowledge targeting Naga Oracle. Response. Looks like he's going to tap your 2 creatures. They will not untap. I think Devin's going to say fine. Trigger Cartouche, draw a card. Ooh, an Aven Initiate. But I mean, he does have the 5 mana here, so I guess, it's an interesting call. They both attack for 3. You're probably playing the Initiate here. Maybe holding up the blue-black land as a threat for cycling. Nope, he's just going to go 5 for the 3/4 flyer. Houmph. Pass turn. Alright, red Cartouche. So tapped out for Devin. Seems like a pretty good time to cast that Limits of Solidarity. So red Cartouche leaves his mana going away there. It says go. That's right, those 2 do not untap. Alright, so a counter spell here for Devin. Except it looks like, I mean, it's not going to do him too much good here because Odian's got plenty of mana. So now is the time. Base power 0/2. Okay. Thing will still attack for 1. But it does slow his clock down a little bit here. I wonder if Devin's going to go for the Aven Initiate. Nope, he's going to hold up his counterspell. It's going to attack you for 4. Or for 1. So you can keep those life counters. Here. Okay. What do we draw? Okay, a Cartouche. Red Cartouche. Well, everything has flying right now. It does give the creature haste, so he's going to play his Aven Initiate. Does it resolve? Looks like it will. Okay. Red Cartouche here. So that is 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, until 13. Alright. Big attack in the air. Yeah, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yep. Puts Odie into 1. Take a draw. It's a forest. It's not good enough. So, Devin will even things up. 1-1 here in round 2. Oh, there we go. So that was a pretty back and forth game. It looked like Odian had the upper hand early on, but it seemed like he just kept flooding out and drawing a bunch of lands. So tough beats. I'm gonna have the players move those life counters down just a smidge, and I'll be right back. 1 moment, guys. Well, okay. That didn't go down as far as I had hoped. Thought we had adjusted that enough. But looks like it is not. Looks like Odian's deck is pretty greedy here, so let's see. Looks like he's got Island, Mountain, Slither Blade, Decision Paralysis, Cartouche. A green card, I can't really quite tell. Limit to Solidarity. And Devin's on a mulligan. Let's see what we can put up here with 6 cards. So, Slither Blade, Cartouche, blue Cartouche, so a flying Slither Blade. Scry. Looking at another land. Looks like he'll keep it there. And we're off. Oh, what? Playing a high and tight to the chest here. Magnus. Okay, so Slither Blade for Devin. Calling station there, going, hey, do you have it? Alright, so Slither Blade. Put a Cartouche on it. Bash you for 2. 18. Untap. Drop. We'll see if Devin wants to keep parity with that. Oh no, he's got. Oh yeah. Haha. Blood Rage Brawler for Devin. Plays the Brawler. What is he going to discard? Discarding Mountain. Attack you for 1. Says go. Alright. Ooh. Ooh. 6 cents to go on that Slither Blade. That is a 2/3 who will, every time it hits Devin, allow him to draw a card. Now Devin's going to respond by saying, here's my 4/3. He just happens to fly. I'm going to draw a card. Looks like it's a mountain. So, gonna suit up. Thought about suiting up the Slither Blade to be a 2/3 as well. Or, alternatively, he could go with maybe putting it on the Brawler? Nope, just gonna send him for 6. So here's 13. Go ahead. Draws a card. So we have a Thresher Lizard, Colossipede. Attack with my Slither Blade. So take 2, down to 14. I will draw a card. Oh, baby. Trial of Strength is the draw for Odian. Untap, take a draw. So, Top Crop Skirmisher. Odian's going to respond by tapping those 2 down. Interesting. Decision Paralysis. Okay, Devin says okay. I wonder if he'll put... Yeah, so it looks like he's going to put the Cartouche on the Slither Blade. And punch for 2. Down to 11. Odian will take a draw. Let's see what we have here. It's a blue card. Keeping his hand a little high and tight. So attack for 2. Down to 14. Draw another card. Devin with 1 card left in hand. Okay, another Slither Blade. And a Trial of Strength. So, here is my 4/2. Here's what he does. Okay, Devin will untap the 1 creature, his Slither Blade. And there's the 5th land for that Drake. So, he could keep the Slither Blade back to block that 4/2 and play his 3/4 flyer. Seems like a pretty good plan. He's still taking 3 from these frisky little Slither Blades. Attack for 2. Go to 9. He says, I will race. Go ahead. Draws a card. He'll untap. Untap your mana, Odeon. Come on now. So it looks like you drew a Parent of the Pantheon. But this Limits of Solidarity is going to steal your Blood Rage Brawler. I will take that. Thank you. So, attack for 5, 9, 10, 11, 12. Like Devin adjusted his life total. Not quite doing the combat math yet, so he's seeing what he can block, what he has to block. Just to not die. So he'll take 5, 6, 7, 8. Go to 4. Trade with the 4/2 Beast. And on the crackback, so Odin's at 9, 5 with the Blood Rage Brawler, 6, 7 with the Sliver Blade, 8, 9 with the 2/1, and looks like Devin's going to take it here. So we're going to see this deck back again. That'll do it. I'm going to check on the other rounds, see how the time is going, and I'll be right back. Alright, and we are back here with our bi-weekly competitive draft league. Let's see. So tonight here's our finals. Wes won his last round, so even though they drew in the first round, it looks like Devin and Wes are the highest seeds, so we're going to see them again. Wes, now that we've got this, let's update. Let's update these names. So Devin is on blue-red. Not cute. There we go. Blue-red. And Wes is on Grixis. Putting this down here. Yeah, I think we'll do that. We'll try this. Alright, so players have drawn their opening hands. Let's take a look at what they're looking at. So we've got a couple mountains. Wow, it looks like 5 lands, 2 spells for Devin here. Wes looks like he's going to keep. He's got a couple lands and a Drakehaven. Ooh. Looks like that's going to be good. Okay, draws for the turn. Plays a swamp. And he'll send it back over to Devin, who draws another land. He'll say, go ahead. Untap. Painted Bluffs. And let's slam Drakehaven. Devin's going, oh no, rolling in my grave. So, oop, I'm looking backwards here. There we go. Fixing the hat. Sorry, I keep fixing it there. Alright, so Devin will draw Hieroglyphic Illumination. Pretty good, but I think this Drakehaven is just going to go to town here. Wes is just going to pass it back after playing an island. So 4 lands for Devin. Could attack with his Heckma Sentinels. It's pretty safe, being a 2/3, and you can have a Hieroglyphic Illumination for cycling purposes. Ooh, but it looks like he does have also a Cartouche. Alright, so there's the 1/3. He might hold the Cartouche to be able to rummage away some of those lands. Looks like that is not the case. He will target his Heckma Sentinels with the Cartouche of Knowledge. Wes, though, has a Winds of Rebuke. That's going to foil Devin's plan to draw a card with the Cartouche and attack with Heckma Sentinels. Let me update the round. So we are on round 3. End of turn. Looks like Wes is going to cycle Hieroglyphic Illumination, draw a card, and make a 2/2 Drake. Take a draw. It's a pretty good draw on the mountain there. See an Illusory Wrappings in his hand, the Wasteland Scorpion, and Electrify. Wes is just going to say go. Devin draws another Naga Oracle. We'll see what he'd like to do. He might want to play the Heckma Sentinels. Nope, he's going to Hieroglyphic Illumination. See if he can draw out of it. Maybe draw into some removal. Okay, so draw 2 cards. So reduce to rubble, and a cycling land. Look, I think he's already played his land for the turn. Now, is he going to choose to rummage here? Or loot? I believe he probably should with all those lands. Not really too afraid of a ground threat right now. Draws another land. He'll pitch a mountain. And he'll say go. See if Wes wants to do anything in turn. Oh no, he hasn't played his land. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, Wes was on the play, so, and he's hit his land up every turn, so yes, he has played a land, just like I thought. So, Cycle Scorpion, make a Drake. Seems good. Ooh, drew a Deemworthy. That card is so good. Wes just has all the removal for Devon's threats. He'll go attacking for 4 with those Drakes. And ooh, does he have Liliana's Mastery here? Oh, he does! Oh, goodness. It's like, okay, here's some 3/3 zombies. And that is 10 power on the board currently. Fling not the draw that Devon was looking for. So he'll play his 6th land. It's probably, yeah, it's Heckma Sentinels here. And, ooh, or Naga. I guess the Naga's a 2/4. It can block some of those, Ooh, Floodwaters. That looks like that's going to be a pretty good draw for him. So, binning Honed Kopesh and Island. Leaving Floodwaters on top. That will take care of those tokens. But I guess it does kind of pressure him into not being able to cycle that land. Because he only has 6. So if he wants to cast... I'm pretty sure Floodwaters is 7. Let's take a look. So yeah, return up to 2 target creatures. Oh no, it is 6. Okay, so he can still cycle his land. Wes draws an Essence Scatter for the turn. And he's going to attack with everybody. Okay, so... double block a zombie. Or just one-on-one. Seems okay. I guess he could block the one and then fling at the other zombie. It looks like he's just going to leave him there. And then, okay, so this is 5 mana. Cycle Deemworthy. Paying the extra 1. Ooh, okay. So, with that... okay, so... with the Deemworthy on the stack, Devon's going to fling at a Drake. So, the Drake is still there because he paid another 1 for... the cycle with the Drake Haven. So, let's see what he wants to do here. Probably gonna just Floodwaters the 2 zombies, since they're the big 3/3s. Just gonna leave that there. Not sure what Devon's thinking about here. Looks like he's toying between playing the Heckma Sentinels, but he's just going to go with the Floodwaters. Going to bounce your Flyers. Interesting. So it feels like he must have more time with those ground creatures. So attack you for 6, go to 4. Ooh, there's that merciless Javelineer that took over the game in Game 3 of Round 1 for Wes. And this engine is it's just silly. Like, alright, kill your creature. Ooh, he's even able to leave up. Well, Devin drew another Floodwaters, so it's still not going to be enough because he can get rid of those 2 zombie tokens, but he is still dead to the Javelineer. So, if I mean, with that Essence Scatter, it's pretty hard to yeah, Devin's counting the damage here. Okay, that's not gonna do it for you. Essence Scatter. Yeah, even if you counter the spell here, you've got a 2/4 against 6/8 power worth of dudes. Now, if he had used the previous Floodwaters and bounced... yes, still S3. This is our weekly competitive Amonkhet Draft League. It's actually bi-weekly. So every 2 weeks we have drafters who draft on our Wednesday and Friday nights. And are doing well, and some of the competitive, limited minds of our area. We bring them in, and we host a competitive draft every couple weeks. So, looks like Wes. So we were able to watch Wes draft tonight. He was featured in round 1. It looks like he and Brandon drew in round 1. And now we're going to sideboards here in round 3.
I'm pretty sure we have an EMA one that we're told. Could be wrong. Probably.
So it looks like Devin has a few cards that he doesn't necessarily agree with how Brian drafted the deck. Devin, not a fan of Fling. Right? Seems like he'd rather play Illusory Wrappings than Fling.
Huh, maybe not. Duplicates.
So, while the players are shuffling up, I'd like to thank some of our sponsors of the stream. First off, Paragon City Games. They are the awesome store in Draper, Utah. Hosts the largest legacy events in the state of Utah. So if you're in the area, come on by.
Of which we fired a third today.
We'll get you taken care of.
Legacy. Yeah, this Legacy went about.
Some other friends of the stream are Kitchen Table Magic. Sam Tang does an amazing job with that podcast. And MTG Pro Tutor. You can find both of them, I believe, on SoundCloud and the podcast app. Help support the creators who help support us. So, just sharing the love. Let me update around here. So, round 3, West took game 1. Looks like the players have finished shuffling up. And are ready to go. So Devin's looking at a hand with Heckma Sentinels, Island Mountain, and not good enough for him. Wes will do the same. Looks like he's going to ship it as well. So both players are going to mulligan down to 6. Let's see. Update this here. Alright, so players look like they're about done shuffling. We'll see if we can resolve these mulligans. Alright, there we go. Let's see what the players can draw here. So, 4, 5, 6. So we see Mountain, Illusory Wrappings. Ooh, the dreaded one-land Mountain Hand with Slither Blade. I wonder if Devin's going to keep it. On Wes's side, yep. So Wes is going to keep his hand. We've got Mountain, Javelineer, Hieroglyphic Illumination. Looks like he's considering his scry. Not sure. It looks like a bone picker, an island, and is that a swamp? Okay, so we've got the. Ugh. These mulligans have not been kind to Devin. Looks like he will scry and leave that blue land on top. So, looks like we are ready to go. He's going to play the Honed Kapesh and pass it over. For the turn, West is going to draw an island, play a different island, and say go. There's that Fetid Pools for Devin. Play that tap, say go. Looks like he's gonna, West is going to cycle Hieroglyphic Illumination. Draws Painted Bluffs and... What was the card hiding behind Painted Bluffs? Can't quite tell yet. Okay. So he's going to cycle Floodwaters and say go. Oh my gosh, is that a Drake? Okay, so Swamp. Oh, it's an Aven Initiate hiding there. Okay. So, trying to draw out of it here.
Do we have a box of Revise?
Box of Rise is just down here, I believe.
The one with the
So,
U and
Toss
L
Scraps.
on the top?
Skirmisher. Play for Devin here. Swamp for West. He's going to tap 4. Presumably playing that Aven Initiate he has in his hand. There we see it. And he'll pass it back over to Devin. Stumbling for mana. Trying to get something going on here. I wonder... He might play Cartouche on the Skirmisher. That'll give it a 3/2 power. It'll trade for that Initiate and draw him a card in the process. Alternatively, he has the option to cast the Tormenting Voice. But I think... Oh, yep. So he's going to go with the Tormenting Voice, discarding Hieroglyphic Illumination. Draw 2 cards. Ooh. That is an Enigma Drake. He currently has... Let's see. Tormenting Voice. Hieroglyphic Illumination. Did he cycle the Floodwaters? He did. So there's currently 3 instants and sorceries in Devin's graveyard. Then we're going to get punched for 3, down to 17. So that Enigma Drake's going to be a 3/4. And there's the Javelineer. He'll say go. Draws. Okay. Island. Players giving each other a thumbs up, saying, yes, you drew an island. Way to go. Now what are you going to do? He's got double Slither Blade. He can attack with his 2/1 here, because I don't think... Yeah, I don't think Wes is going to trade his 4-drop for Devin's 2-drop. I wonder what the line is. Might be going Cartouche of Knowledge, Slitherblade. So Slither. Another one. Okay, equip Kopesh to the Skirmisher. And see if he's willing to attack. Looks like he is. So Wes will take 3 down to 15. And Devin is done, so he's going to send it back to Wes. Wes will draw a Swamp. So we've got Swamp, Painted Blast, Hieroglyphic Illuminations in hand. Going swinging. Now, I don't know if you're chumping with Slitherblade. I guess you can try and go for the... If you block with both of them, you just get blown out because he can just discard a card and eat the other one. You're not going anywhere with that. So, looks like... Okay, so Bone Picker, a creature died. So, it's a nifty little 3/2. Alright, 4th land. What do we have? We have a couple Cartouches of Knowledge. And an Enigma Drake. I wonder what Devin's going to do here. It looks like... Woo! Sorry, he was going for Enigma Drake. That is currently a 3/4 homie. And let's see. So he decides to go attacking here. Feels really hard to attack at this spot. Okay, so moving. Ooh, you're moving your equipment over to Slitherblade? That doesn't make too much sense. And just kill your 2/1. Okay. So putting it on the Enigma Drake. So that means it's a 4/5 flyer. So that'll just eat the Avid Initiate. But Wes is going to draw 2 cards with his Hieroglyphic Illumination. And wouldn't you know it, he drew an Unburden. And Devin has 2 cards left in hand. So that's probably what he's going to do here. And then send in with the... So what he can do is Unburden, make Wes discard his 2 cards. 2 mana, what we have here. Okay, so he's going to kill the Talcroft Skirmisher with the Javelineer. Put a -1/-1 counter on 3/4. Say, you can't block this turn. Attacks. So, swinging for 6, 10 damage here. That'll put Devin to 4. Yep. So that's twice tonight that he's had to explain what the Javelineer does. Draw. Island. So it looks like we're going Cartouche of Knowledge. Targeting Slitherblade. Enters, draw a card. Drew another island. couple flyers, but that Javelineer is just going to make him not be able to block. Ooh, I wouldn't tap the red here for that. Because you might be able to bluff Magma Spray. If you tap the island, because you don't need to pay the red. Okay, so on Slither Blade, draws a mountain. Puts his arms on the table, says go. So now this looks like the turn that, ooh, and a Magma Spray of his own. But really it's just a card for Javelineer. Okay, so he's just going to go put a -1/-1 counter there. Same deal, discard Illusionary Wrappings, say you can't block. Attack with everybody, show you my 2 lands. And that's the game. So Wes looks like taking the early draw, and then taking it down with the deck that he drafted tonight. So looks like we did pick the right seat in watching the winning deck. So I'd like to thank everyone for watching the stream tonight. Ooh, Bryce and Kyer, let's fix this. They're not here tonight. Whoa. Go. So, I'd like to thank everyone for watching the stream tonight. We will be in Vegas next week. As far as streaming schedule for next week, I know we'll be here on Tuesday night streaming our 3 and 4 on Legacy tournaments. And then immediately following that, we will be playing Kyer's special curated cube. So, come and see us on Tuesday night. Again, thanks everyone for watching. Have a great evening.